Well, hello and welcome to BBRC Britain and English. Well, thank you very much for joining me today on this reasonably bright day here in winter. It's the 27th of January 2022, or you could say 2022. Well, today we're going to look at a few further words, long words, and also correct pronunciation. But I won't be looking at meanings, but I will write the words on the screen. They'll be superimposed on the screen so you can read them afterwards. And you're very welcome to also refer to the Oxford Dictionary. I'd recommend the Oxford English Dictionary and the Thesaurus there as well, if you'd like to read that one, where it's all in there and various, well, basically the smallest and longest words, and also some of the informal words as well. So a non-standard use, and obviously Thesaurus, well, gives you other words you can use for the same meaning. So I will look at the correct pronunciation. This will undoubtedly be helpful to those of you with a English comprehension of perhaps as a second language, so an understanding as a second language, but also any of you who are in this country who might find it helpful as well. But anybody can listen to it, and I'm sure we can all improve on our learning over the years. But anyway, I'll crack on with some of the words here. What I shall do is I'll read them through twice. I'll pronounce them hopefully in the correct way, and then they will be on the screen. And then if you want to view it a second time, do feel free to do so in your own time, and then you can pause it or certainly write the words down and read them up in the dictionary or even online. But definitely I do recommend the Oxford Dictionary, probably the online equivalent. So we'll crack on now. I'll just read through these words and I'll say them, I'll say them twice. And hopefully they'll be words you've not heard before. If you have, it'll probably reiterate your mind as to what they mean. And obviously if you're not sure, do read up on them. Motivation. Motivation. Impeccable. Impeccable. Indecision. Indecision. Similar word is indecisiveness as well. So if it's a similar word, I will let you know. Independent. Independent. Similar to dependent, opposite meaning. Dependent. So it's independent and dependent. Dependent. Consistency. And also inconsistency. So consistency and inconsistency. Similar word as well. Complexity. Complexity. Complicity. Complicity. Chastity. Chastity. Root. Root. Prompt. Prompt. Morality. Morality. Enunciated. Enunciated. Graciously. Graciously. Annotated. Annotated. Politician. Politician. Economics. Economics. Continuity. Continuity. Intersecting. Intersecting. Continental. Continental. Rancid. Rancid. Rhetoric. Rhetoric. Fraternity. Fraternity. Exponentially. Exponentially. Decorum. Decorum. Modesty. Modesty. Photography. Photography. Permitted. Permitted. Negligible. Negligible. Ramifications. Ramifications. Incandescent. Incandescent. Pseudonym. Pseudonym. Synergy. Synergy. Kamikazi. Kamikazi. Beneficial. Beneficial. Technological. Technological. Marginalised. Marginalised. Frivolity. Frivolity. Permeate. Permeate. Astonishingly. Astonishingly. Clandestine. Clandestine. Concur. Concur. Penetrate. Penetrate. Inoculation. Inoculation. Insatiable. Insatiable. Forthcoming. Forthcoming. Sentimental. Sentimental. Cumulative. Cumulative. Cantankerous. Cantankerous. Broadcast. Broadcast. Speculate. Speculate. Hypothetical. Hypothetical. Proprietor. Proprietor. Synopsis. Synopsis. Superimposed. Superimposed. Propagate. Propagate. Frivolous. Frivolous. Proportionate. Proportionate. Well, there you are. There's quite an extensive list there. Hopefully pronounced in the right way, the correct pronunciation. And do look them up on the internet, or as I say, the Oxford Dictionary. There's a major copy there, and that's 2-in-1, over 150,000 entries. Some of those words, well, there's a few surprise ones put in there. Kamikazi, well, I think that's from the Japanese. You can look that up if you want to. That have been used in the war. I'll leave you to look that up. Look these up as well, and do feel free to look up any other words you're not sure of. Well, there's no set format at the moment, but if you're interested in looking at a few other words, for example, if you'd like to know similar words, I will try to give you a few of those as well next time round. Well, for our future session, I am actually looking through some old tabloids, some recent news events, and some of the events of the last probably 6 months or so. A lot of news events, a lot of things happening in this country. Now, the tabloids are actually this size of newspaper. That's a tabloid. So that's a tabloid size, and the broadsheet is actually double this size. So we've got various types of newspaper in this country. Although, having said that, they are going out of fashion. I think most things are going to go online. The Rhetoric newspaper, print journalism, in other words, is going out of fashion, and print journalism will disappear in the next, 10 years, although it was said about 5 years ago it would probably go within 10 or 15 years. But possibly staying a bit longer than they thought. Although, having said that, I expect local newspapers will survive, but the national papers will disappear in favour of online viewing, which of course has been going on for a good few years now. And I will be going through a few newspapers, taking out some articles, and certainly looking up, well, anything of any interest. There we are, going through some articles as we speak, and as you can see, the pile of newspapers there, and certainly, well, there we are, various newspapers. And by the way, the Metro is a free newspaper, and believe it's, well, they call themselves the world's most popular newspaper. There we are, the Metro. You see that, you can pick up one of those in most of the larger cities and principal towns. But for the time being, you may want to look up satisfy, satisfied, satisfaction. There we are, similar words. Well, do tell your friends if you're interested in what I do here, and if it helps you in any way, and make any suggestions if you'd like to. As I say, I will put the words along the screen there, so you will be able to look up the spellings, and hopefully it'll help you. It's quite a short session today, but I hope you enjoyed it. And as I say, at the moment there's no set schedule, but we will endeavour to certainly make things interesting, and there'll be a few more chat probably on location as the weather improves for the coming up to spring. But certainly there'll be some more English coming up in the coming weeks, and items of interest which might help you. Thank you very much for watching today. Bye bye now.